Rimuru Tempest x Omniverse Fanfic x Crossover XOC by Dayo. Chapter 11. Devil Continent. Rimuru Pav. Phew, what an easy struggle. After obtaining the first power of the Sin series, Gluttony, I wanted to test the power of this weapon. I changed the container of sins into Gluttonous sword mode. The thing that once had only the hilt had now become a sword that represented the sin of gluttony. The blade is brownish black and the blade is silver white. If you want to see the illustration it's in, Rimuru's power level 2 feet. I looked for the nearest large tree to serve as the target of my experiment. When I found a big tree, I walked closer to the tree. I used the Gluttonous sword to cut it in half until the part that was cut fell. Rimuru, this sword is pretty good, but I can't use it in a human city. Master, calm down, you still have me. I can suppress the demonic aura inside this sword until it looks like an ordinary sword. Rimuru, oohhhh, you can do it. Just leave it to me. Seal is great, when I think back he always helps me when things get tough. Maybe this time I'll give him the gift he wants. Rimuru, Seal, do you want something? When I think back, you've always helped me since I first came to this world. So I thought I'd give you a present. Present. Alright, I'll ask Master for a reward. Rimuru, alright, then what do you want? I will tell you tomorrow. I heard Seal speak in a cheerful tone. Rimuru, okay. Instantly, Might Universal Detect skill detected a swarm of devils approaching. They all numbered around 10,000 devils and one person who was stronger than them. The power of the devils is only at the lowest level in the chain of evolution of devils. Rimuru, looks like he's the one leading this demon army. Master, it seems their leader is a Chaos Goat. Rimuru, Chaos Goat, what is it? Chaos Goat is part of the demon race. Originally, they were one of the races that lived in the underworld. Basically, these races couldn't get out of the underworld, but they could either be summoned or there was someone strong enough to enter the underworld and pull out one of them. It's highly likely that he was pulled out by the Demon Lord. Underworld. I'd better ask Seal for an explanation when we get back. Rimuru, then how strong is he? He has energy that is on par with an ordinary Demon Lord, but judging by the quality of his magic power, he is only on par with Benimaru once you name him. That meant he was slightly stronger than Orion. Master, I detected the presence of the artifact held by the Chaos Goat. Rimuru, artifact. How strong? The artifact he wields is as strong as a legend-class weapon, but your Gluttonous sword is still stronger because it has the power of a Sin series. Looks like I won't be getting any loot from this fight. Because the artifact that the goat is holding contains only demonic energy. I thought I'd test the power of this sword on those devils. The devils came here quickly. I could see thousands of devils flying towards me. But why did the Chaos Goat even stop? Did he also come here to confirm my strength, the same way Orion attacked me yesterday? Then what's the purpose of bringing a large army of demons numbering 10,000? Is it just to see my limits? I'd rather just keep all the questions that are circling in my head. The demons were close and looked like they wanted to attack me. I immediately flew towards the devils and slashed their heads one by one. I also used the steel threads I made using the thread manipulation skill and tied hundreds of them in one place. After binding the devils, I cast the Chaos Blaze skill and fired it at them. Their number was reduced from 10,000 to around 5,000 devils. I harvested all the demon souls I had killed using the Gluttonous Lord Beelzebub skill and put them in the imaginary space. Quickly, I flew towards the remaining devils. As I flew towards them, I could see their faces turning blue or turning pale from watching me slaughter so many devils without the slightest difficulty. I heard some of them screaming. Screams like this. Devil 1, hee hee. Mo monster. Demon 2, runny, that monster is approaching. I just ignored him and continued on towards the devils who were running away from me. Rimuru, you think you can escape from me safely? After saying that, I used the Gluttonous sword to slash at them. The souls of the devils that I killed were instantly absorbed by this sword. I also feel that the demonic aura within the Gluttonous sword is getting stronger. Rimuru, hey Seal, do you know why the demonic aura inside this sword is getting stronger? All the demon souls that you have killed are absorbed into this sword and become the power of this sword. Rimuru, then can I enter the demon soul that I have stored? Yes, you can do it. After that I put in all the demon souls I absorbed. I feel that the demonic aura within my sword is getting stronger again. After killing 10,000 little devils, I landed where the purple-black stone was. I felt the chaos goat that had stopped moving towards me again. His strength is slightly stronger than Orion. I thought he would kill me when I was so exhausted after fighting 10,000 devils alone. What a very cunning tactic, as expected of one of the demon generals. I'll play with him for a bit. When he arrived, he introduced himself arrogantly. Egokuros, hello human. I am one of the demon generals, the Chaos Horn, Egokuros. Do all the demon generals in this world really look down on humans? And after I took a good look, he was wearing an iron glove. I didn't ignore his introduction and replied back. Rimuru, hello. I'm Rimuru Tempest. As you know, I was the one who killed your friend. Egokuro's appearance looks like a human with the head of a goat. He was similar to the lesser demon that existed in my previous world. And he also wears clothes. After hearing my words, I saw him narrowing his eyes and staring intently at me. Egokuros, HMPH. Those weak undead aren't my friends. I don't see him carrying a gun. Is he going to fight me barehanded? Egokuros, enough small talk. You are very unlucky to meet me, Egokuro-sama. And once you meet me, you will die. Even those of you who have defeated the undead must be exhausted after fighting 10,000 devils alone. I returned the shape of the gluttonious sword to its original form and put it into imaginary space. Egokuros, you can use your sword, you won't win against me anyway. I think he's too arrogant just for having strength that's at the ordinary Demon King class. Rimuru, let's see who will die. Egokuros, HMPH, you're too arrogant. Egokuros approached me at the speed of sound and clenched his fists. He aimed his punch at my face with his right hand. Egokuros looks very confident with his body defense. To me, Egokuro's movement is very slow like a turtle or a snail. Because I used the thought acceleration skill which accelerated my thinking by 10 million times, I saw it didn't move at all. I lowered my body slightly and threw a punch at his right hand. Our punches clashed and caused the trees around us to fall off the ground and be flung far away. Egokuros, pretty good, you can withstand my punches, but how about this? Egokuros took 2 steps back and quickly pointed his foot at me with a T-kick. I caught his leg and kicked the other leg he was using as a forward fulcrum. You know, I feel a little guilty for kicking him at a time like that. Now she looks like she's doing a split pose. Egokuros was a boy, so it would be difficult for him. Egokuros, Rimuru, so sorry I didn't mean to. Egokuros groaned in pain, I think he was injured in some important areas. Egokuros, don't miss me. Humans. Egokuros got up again and aimed his swift punch at me. Dodging his punches was easy for me. None of Egokuros's attacks hit me. Egokuros, WWHY, not hit. After a few minutes he stopped due to exhaustion. Rimuru, that's easy. I used imaginary punch by coating it with the nothingness energy of turn null. My punch hit Egokuros in the stomach and sent him flying. When I hit him I put turn null energy into his body. Egokuros was thrown far away and when it stopped, I exploded the energy of nothingness that was in his body. The explosion was bigger than the one I did with Orion. I thought it would become a hotbed of powerful monsters, but now that I think about it, this place is in the demon continent. So it seems like it's okay to leave the place. But if I think back on the effects of that explosion, there would be a huge amount of magicule leaking out. If I let that energy be absorbed by the devils here, they will definitely evolve and become stronger. I went to where the Egokuros I blew up. Damn, why am I so careless? What I did was tantamount to helping these demons grow stronger. As expected of Master, you are always careless. Rimuru, Thenwazi, I also didn't know that the turn null energy blast could be this big. After arriving there, I saw that this place had become very rundown and messy. The power of the explosion to make a large hole with a diameter of about 32 meters. The surrounding trees also disappeared or were destroyed. Maybe because of the wind effect caused by the explosion earlier. I used Gluttonious Lord Beelzebub to absorb all the magicule in the explosion area. Finally, after absorbing it for 1 hour, I managed to get rid of all the energy of nothingness that was here. Now there will be no more problems regarding the increase in strength on the devil's side. When I was about to go back, suddenly the ground shook and rose. I thought it was just an ordinary natural phenomenon, but after all the ups and downs of the ground, there was a large figure that had extremely hard scales and had wings. What I'm seeing right now is a being that guards the power of the Sin series that I've taken. That creature is a dragon. After the dragon saw me, it chased after me very quickly and opened its mouth as if it was going to eat me. I easily dodged it by flying beside the dragon and releasing the nuclear magic, which is Chaos Blaze. Its scales are so hard that my attacks only hurt it a little. Rimuru, what is the dragon's name? How strong is that dragon's seal? That dragon is the guardian of the power of Gluttony's Sin series, namely the Gluttonous Dragon. It's likely that he was as strong as Veldora before you released him from infinite prison. I was surprised by Ciel's explanation. This creature was almost as strong as the god race. The dragon looks like this. The dragon turned towards me and once again tried to attack me. This time he used purple flames. I countered the torrent by using the Gluttonous Lord Beelzebub skill and absorbed it. Ciel analyzed the black flames for use by me. Rimuru, are you done, Ciel? Yes, this skill is called Violet Dragon Breath. This skill can be evolved to the highest level. Do you want to evolve this skill? Yes. No. Rimuru, yes. Starting skill evolution, successful. The Violet Dragon Breath skill has evolved into the Gluttonous Nova skill. Would you like to add it to your skill list? Yes. No. Rimuru, yes. After acquiring a new skill, I pointed my hand at the dragon that was approaching very quickly. Rimuru, Gluttonous Nova. Instantly a magic circle that was bigger than the dragon's body size appeared in front of my palm. Then the magic circle emitted a purple-black laser shot that resembled Milam's Dragon Nova. The dragon disappeared from being hit by my attack without leaving any residue. My attack also accidentally hit the ground and made half the forest disappear into dirt. The mountain in front of me was also hit by my attack, but I stopped Gluttonous Nova's advance. As a result, there was another explosion that made the mountain disappear. Even though the mountain was 3 times the size of the dragon. After a huge explosion occurred, I immediately harvested the dragon's soul and inserted it into the Gluttonous sword. The soul absorption power of the Gluttonous sword grew stronger than before. Because the dragon soul that has been mastered is inserted into the sword, now the absorption power of the sword soul can absorb the souls of people who have lost their fighting spirit or fear. Rimuru, alright, let's go back to the starting location. I teleported to the place where the goblin village was. The goblins here are still lying on the ground. There doesn't seem to be any monsters coming to catch them or anyone taking the fruits of my labor. I immediately went to the dead bodies of the goblins and cut off their right ears as proof of the completion of the quest. After taking all the goblin ears, I immediately returned to Ilia village to inform the village chief that I had completed the quest. The village head thanked me while bowing 45 degrees. This really made me feel awkward, so I told him to stop slouching. He also asked me to come into his house and join me for lunch, but I refused because I had an appointment with my friend. Actually, there is another reason I refuse it, which is that I don't want to take off my mask, which makes me have to wear a mask even when eating. He looked a little disappointed. I apologized to him for turning down his offer. After that, I got the signature of the person who made the quest, the village chief. He said the signature of the person who requested the quest would be proof of completion. I think when he signed me, he was a narcissist who often fantasized about having a lot of fans. But it turned out that he only provided proof of quest completion. Maybe I'm thinking too much because of this series of events. After receiving the village headman's signature, I immediately went and looked for an invisible and quiet place. What do you think? I wouldn't do something like that. I just wanted to camouflage myself and fly towards the city. After that, I found a quiet place that no one else could see. I started using camouflage magic and flew towards the city at the speed of sound. Before I knew it, it was already night. Looks like I've been on the demon continent too long. Evening, lodging. Finally I arrived at the inn. As I entered, I was greeted by Annie. Annie, welcome back, Rimuru. Rimuru, yes, thanks Annie. Amy, have you eaten Rimurushan? Rimuru, I haven't eaten yet. Amy, The timing is perfect, right now I'm done cooking beef stew. I'll add the portion for you. Rimuru, thank you Amisen. After that, I was served meat soup, 2 buns and 1 piece of meat on my table. I ate it without taking off my mask. Now the two of them are no longer surprised by me eating without taking off the mask. By the way, I've sold all goblin ears to the guild. I got around 42 goblins. The price of 1 goblin is equal to 2 coppers. So I got 42 copper. I also got a quest completion reward, which is 9 silver. Now, my pocket contains about 22 gold, 25 silver and 118 copper from hunting and money given by Cordelia's father. After eating, I went straight to my room to rest. When I got to my room, I immediately fell asleep on the bed. Rimuru, Seal, what are you going to ask for? May I ask one more request, Master? Rimuru, alright, what are those 2 requests? First, I want to date Master. Rimuru, dating. Why do you want to date me, Seal? Because I love Master. I was surprised when I heard Seal loves me. Looking back, it seems that he was also involved in the struggle over who would become my wife. But I don't know when he felt that way to me. Rimuru, WWHEN, did you feel that way to me? I asked Seal nervously. When you fought the 2 true dragons, I made a miscalculation that almost got you killed. But Master still forgave me and said that you need me to fight Velgrant. That's when I started to feel the emotions of joy and love. At first I didn't understand about that feeling because I was just a skill that was useful for thinking. But Master gave me such a feeling and even gave me the name, Seal. That's why I really love Master. Rimuru, yes, then what's your second wish? You know, for a virgin like me who has never dated a girl before, it felt really awkward after Seal said that. First, please make a clone similar to Master, then place your hand on the clone's head. I made a clone as requested by Seal and put my hand on his head. At that time, my clone suddenly moved on its own without my command. His eyes also turned red. Seal, this body, I finally approached Master physically. Rimuru, Seal, is that you? Seal, yes, it's me, Master. After that, Seal quickly pushed me onto the bed. Rimuru, Seal, what are you doing? I was so shocked after being pushed by Seal. Seal, who was already on top of me, brought his face closer to mine. I can't do anything there because Seal has locked my movement. Seal, hey, smell Master. Somehow I feel my pride as a man has been shattered. Rimuru, what are you doing? Is this your request? Seal, no, I just want to sleep beside Master. Well, long story short, we slept on one bed. Seal continued to hug me all night until morning. He still hugged me. I remember that tomorrow there will be a festival in this city. I thought I'd take Seal around town tomorrow.